Welcome, everyone, to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Utes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Aurora. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Gonna run it. It's Slater. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollack. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-generate.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He'll pull it on the read. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker on the ground.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Utes!
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six. He's going to go for a big one. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Thompson to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And he's a little bit short, but how about the effort? At least he laid out. You see so many quarterbacks slide nowadays to protect themselves. He laid out for the first down. Unfortunately, he's a little bit short.
He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You can just see him right now, dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. And Singletary. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He makes the catch. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He finds his man. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Utah 7, Virginia Tech 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good...
He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Utah!
My goodness, you're backed up, just trying to give yourself some space on offense. Forget that. I'm taking this thing 98 yards to the house. You know what's nice? To almost break the 100-yard rushing mark in one play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He uncorks one deep. And here's the third interception of the night. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Utes! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Moving out of the pocket. At the 45 on his way. Nothing but green ahead. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, give on the inside. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Touch pass on the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Hokies!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see it?
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback checking off. They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Thompson wants to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up blue. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to it.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside from the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. And the quarterback is snowed under. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's a fake. He wants to throw. Uncorks it. And it's caught off the fake. 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To the air, it's Allen. Quarterback on the move, still looking. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Getting some heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Utes! And the route is on.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Looking for a huge play. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Running toward the tape. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage.
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. We've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The Hokies moving quickly to the line. He'll call his own number. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Virginia Tech, 18.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He'll keep it himself. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hope. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the back. And the Utes will move the sticks.
right, guys. That's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. They'll run it to the right. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad logo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And they did tack on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive. It was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, it's loose. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Utah 42, Virginia Tech 18.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll run the screen. Discards a man. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 10 over Cincinnati. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
They're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Gomez. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They keep attacking through the air. Right on target this time.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Forced out of the pocket. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And the Hokies headed quickly to the line.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Grab behind the line. It's Slater. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed...
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
To give as they work on that clock. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Utes will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to